In a world where audiences are searching for bizarre stories that move away from the conventional overused plots and storylines, one man decided to save us by introducing into the live-action screens his fascinating world of devil fruits, piracy, and communication snails.
Pirate vessel, by order of the Marines, lower your sails and submit to my authority.
Welcome to Keepin It Comic. I'm your host, Dezzy. Saying that One Piece live action has been a massive success is a serious understatement. I mean, this show came in hot, breaking records recently held by Netflix's juggernauts like Wednesday and Stranger Things. Yes, Stranger Things. Occupying the #1 spot on Netflix in 86 countries in its first week. That's just crazy. But what does this success mean for the anime community? And what is it going to mean for the future of live action adaptations? Well, believe it or not, guys, One Piece has broken Hollywood. And by that, I mean that it's changed the way that live action adaptations are going to be structured going forward. And this is how it's done. In order to understand One Piece is going to change everything, we need to understand why the live action adaptation is so successful in the first place. The truth is, a lot of it has to do with the One Piece manga and the anime and the fan base that it's generated over the years. The manga has been around for a quarter of a century, and its anime is the longest running with over 1,000 episodes since 1999, and it currently holds the position of the most sold manga in human history. One Piece is ranked among what we know as the Big Three, which is a group of 3 revolutionary animes that has massive amounts of manga units sold and has a worldwide acclaim and loved by anime lovers around the world since the early 2000s. The Big Three are Naruto, Bleach, and of course One Piece. With so much history and passion on the side of the fans, it's obvious that there were a lot of eyes on Netflix to see what they would do with One Piece's story, and let's be honest, a lot of us were skeptical. Cowboy Bebop and Death Note didn't give the thrills as we hoped it would give. Ghost in a Shell? That was just laughable. Full Metal Alchemist was a total fail. And we're not even going to talk about Dragon Ball Z Evolution. No, seriously. We don't talk about that at all. There was no telling what was going to happen with One Piece. A major concern that everyone had, I mean, we all saw what played out with The Witcher and Henry Cavill and the nasty habit of Hollywood that tends to exhibit when it comes to live action adaptations. But it seems they learned their lesson. They consulted the creator of One Piece and gave him creative control over a lot of major decisions in the series. He was a part of the casting, he was a part of world building, and most importantly, he was part of dictating the progression of the story and how it would be told, going as far as ordering reshoots where he felt necessary to ensure that everything went in line with the spirit of One Piece. And what do you know? Almost everyone who has watched the show can attest to the fact that the show does its best to embody the essence of One Piece, capturing the depth and nature of the story and fusing it with a wide range of characters. And speaking of characters, that's another reason why the show is doing so well. It's safe to say that Netflix nailed it when it came to casting. It's quite obvious that the Straw Hat crew they chose are actually fans of the show and people who are passionate about the One Piece, and the passion translates into what the show is endearing. And it's fun to watch, with the likes of Inaki Goto properly portraying Luffy, both on set and off set. And let's not talk about Taz Skylar's commitment to the culinary and martial arts just so he can deliver the essence of Sanji. And don't even get me started on Makanyu's performance as Zoro. I'm still amazed how he can make fighting with 3 swords look so good. Oddly enough, this isn't Makanyu's first go at live action adaptation of a popular anime. He was the main character in the adaptation of Knights of the Zodiac. The movie came out, I believe, in April 2023, and it met a lot of negative reviews. It didn't even do too well in the box office. So I'm extremely glad that he was able to get this role as Zoro, and it's been such a huge success. Lastly, another big factor I don't think a lot of people considered, which played a pivotal role in the success of the show, is the timing of the release. I don't know if it was a freak coincidence or if it was how it was intended to go from the get-go, but the One Piece live action came out around the time when One Piece anime was already trending and everyone was saying that One Piece broke the internet. And it's all because of two words: Gear 5. For those who are unfamiliar with the anime and the manga, Gear 5 is Luffy's most powerful form at this point. It's a form that enables him to transform his imagination into reality, and it's what the fans have been waiting for years. When Luffy's Gear 5 episode was released on August 6th of this year, the internet lost its mind. Similar to when Goku's Ultra Instinct came out a few years ago, anime websites were crashing. TikTok was ablaze. Twitter was on a rave. Everyone was talking about Gear 5. And boom, the One Piece live action came out, and as you can tell, they took advantage of the trend because now everyone was readily interested in One Piece. And if you're enjoying this video, how about giving the subscribe button your very own gum pistol? So yeah, One Piece was a huge success, but what does that mean for Hollywood and live action adaptations? Well, for one thing, One Piece sets an example for movie companies to follow. It shows that the anime to movie adaptations work and can actually be immensely successful. It shows that there's a hunger for anime live action in the anime fandom, and best believe that this big movie companies are going to take advantage of it. The world is about to see why anime has such an appeal to some of the most bizarre storylines that are going to start hitting big screens. With Netflix already working on live actions of some of the animes which I enjoy, like Sword Art Online, Yu Yu Hakusho, and the one that I'm most excited for, My Hero Academia. And I'm positive that other streaming platforms and other production companies are going to follow in the footsteps too. Another way that One Piece is going to change things is going to forward the adaptation. These companies have to work closely with the creators of whatever story they're trying to adapt. This goes beyond the world of anime. This goes for books and video games, and everything has to be the creator's consent. Otherwise, it's going to be unable to properly capture the original feeling, because that's what the audiences are looking for when it comes to these adaptations. They're not necessarily seeking novelty, but rather they're seeking the feeling that the OG content gave them, but in live action format. What One Piece has done is it's finally shown Hollywood they can't do whatever they want anymore. If they produce a movie or series that's not loyal to the source material, it doesn't respect the original creator, then no one is going to care and all the efforts are going to be in vain. Netflix didn't make the same mistake they made with The Witcher and Cowboy Bebop. They took to the source material of One Piece seriously. They put a lot of money into it. They put a lot of time and energy into it. You can tell this isn't some soulless cash grab, but they're actually paying homage to the great way One Piece tells its story. They labored and they enjoy the fruits, or should I say the devil fruits of their labor. And not only has Oda personally announced that he's working on a second season of One Piece, where we can expect to see characters like Chopper and Ace, who's my favorite by the way, to make an appearance, and then we can dive into the world building and the power systems of One Piece. But the show makers have also noted that they intend on making 12 seasons of the live action adaptation, meaning One Piece is going to be around for a long time. So what do you think of the One Piece live action and the effects it has on Hollywood? Do you think this is a one-time win and they won't be able to replicate the success again? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to hit that like button and make sure you hit that notification bell. And until next time, thanks for kicking it with Keepin It Comic.